Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Banter and Belief podcast. Welcome to 2025. And we hope you all are doing well. We hope you all are doing good. We hope you enjoyed the festive season. Yeah. So, Van, how have you been? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, B. I've been great actually. I've been off work. Obviously, I took 2 weeks off. And I'm just so grateful that I had, a good time during the Christmas period. I just had plans to rest and I rested. Okay. Well, kind of. So I spent Christmas with family, obviously, mom, brothers, aunt, uncle, cousins. Um, the festive period for me is always very busy, cooking wise, because I tend to cook for the family. This year, my cousin and I split it down the middle. So I made some stuff and she made some stuff. But what I did for the first time in a long
Nice.
time is I didn't take any orders for my business
Oh,
during Christmas. I didn't. I turned down orders. I said I don't want to work this Christmas, so I took it off. But I did cook a lot for the family, and then there's another special event, and this is someone I love dearly, so I cooked for that person against like my rules.
mm.
um, but then I went to Ireland for a few days.
You didn't go to
Um,
Lagos?
No, do you know what? We're gonna get to what happened
Or
in Dirty December.
high profile.
High profile. Do you know I don't even want to get in trouble. Everyone can do what they want if they think they're high profile. Me, I'm not high profile, so no, I'm not gonna go take anyone's man. Anyway, I
How was
went to
Ireland?
Ireland was great. So I went to visit my aunt, so my mom's younger sister. She lives in Ireland and we try to go, once a year if we can. So this is the first time that
Um,
we've actually gone at Christmas time. And she lives like outside of Dublin, so she lives in like what we would consider as the Midlands in the UK. Very serene, very
oh,
quiet, very clean. You know, I enjoyed myself. Obviously, by default, once I landed, she gave me night one because we landed about like 7. So she gave me night one. By the morning of the next day, I was in the kitchen, okay, frying meat,
dead.
cooking. And so I don't mind it because we're actually the chefs in the family, myself and my aunt. My mom never cooks in her house. Like she never cooks. So I cooked a lot, but I also chilled a lot. It wasn't just like I didn't nap a single day when I was there. I was there 5 days. I didn't nap a single day, but
Oh,
I was at rest. I was so well rested. And that's, I think, is what I needed, just to be away from the hustle and bustle. All I took was my phone and my iPad. I didn't take my work laptop, my personal laptop. I didn't do any of that. So I had no choice but to rest, watch Netflix, chill with my cousins, chat about family drama because my family is huge, guys. So there's always a lot of
oh.
gist. So yeah, and then came back, crossed over to the new year in prayer. Guys, I prayed.
You
I
say I
didn't know when I
prayed.
was on my knees, guys. Because when I started
Dead.
to count what God did for me in 2024, because I was moaning about how that year pushed me, guys. That year gave
No,
me that's
2024 was rough.
like that year was like, Vanessa, I'm coming for you. So but I just had to, woosa, take a step back and actually just reflect on what God did. And God did a lot for me. So I'm just so grateful. But that's how my the festive period went for me. I was just very chilled.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. How about
Yeah.
yourself?
I've been off since like 6th. So literally just got back to work this week. So 6th. Yeah, I was off for a month. I was off for a month. That's but I enjoyed it. I can like I actually enjoyed it. I actually slept, which was something I don't feel like I did enough of last year.
You don't feel like you did or you didn't?
I didn't think I did enough of sleeping last
You did
year.
not sleep. Did you
That
sleep?
the last 4 months I don't think I slept. But yeah. So yeah, that was but what did I do? I didn't get to do much, but I did a few things here and there. There was a lot of not being excited about the new year. I was very not most of December I was very hesitant about like what to expect from the new year. If I should, I don't do New Year resolutions anymore. I stopped doing that because I just the continue the plan or what you were working on. There's no need for a resolution. But I didn't even put into paper like, okay, I want to achieve this, I want to do this. I was very hesitant to write things down. I've still not done it. Um, but when we got nearer to the end of the year, I don't know how or when, but I just became more grateful. And also consider the fact that yeah, we're still standing. We can say like, yeah, it was a hard year. It was a hard year. There's nothing we can say, but it doesn't mean you can't be hopeful. It doesn't mean you can't be rejuvenated, re-encouraged, to carry on. So, and then combined with the crossover, the word that came, I was like, okay, yeah, we can do this. It will be a good year. You can still be hopeful, and yeah. My sister is really big into Christmas, so I was with family for Christmas. She she got me a represent hoodie. I've n- I don't really own high end stuff, um, or like designer stuff, so she got me a represent hoodie, which was nice. Like that. And obviously me being me, I asked for a keyboard and mouse, and I asked for a dongle. So she got those as well. Hey, it's tech. I needed it. So yeah, and then every on the first, we have a community in Liverpool, a do community in Liverpool. If you can tell by my voice, we do Christmas. We do a New Year party every on the first, and they always end up being like, "Oh, come and help us hype the young ones and the kids, the teenagers, you to come and dance, da 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 da." So ended up carrying mic. Next thing I'm shouting, DJ, we wanna party. But there were kids on there on the dance floor who were amazing dancers, but the songs they were dancing to, all these TikTok dances and trends, they should not be listening to those songs. One of the lyrics of the song said, I pegged him at the back of the bus.
Pegged.
Uh-huh. And kids were dancing to these songs. Like,
Hmm.
and I'm just like, I love the fact that you guys are dancing, but they were dancing to like Sexy Red, Bend that over, let the breathe. I was like, bro. I mean, great dancers. They won £10. People were giving them money. We did like dance battle and the likes. But I was just like, bro, yeah, this TikTok thing with kids, man. I'm just like, parents need to. I don't even know. Like, would you allow you? What age would your kids get access to like the internet?
I would have to evaluate where we are when,
Because at that point, you might have to wait till
yeah,
21 because AI might be.
yeah, because I think one of my fears as a parent is that you put in all this effort, but you can't predict what your kids are going to have access to.
Mm,
Like, I wasn't a child who lied to my parents, but that was because I didn't have strict parents. My mom was more towards the get an education, get good grades, don't disgrace me. But she was never a be home by this time, you can't wear that.
mm,
What she would just do is she would say, like drinking, for example, she never said don't drink alcohol. Alcohol isn't like banned in my family. She would just say alcohol makes you vulnerable. And when you're vulnerable, you're susceptible to harm. So she never said don't drink. She just said when you drink, you're susceptible to harm. You're vulnerable and you can get taken advantage of. That's all she said.
mm.
And that was it. So I got my first phone when I was 10. My first mobile phone when I was like 10 years old, right? So,
Oh.
but at the same time, it was a Nokia 3310, guys. It was pink. But then you didn't have access to TikTok.
Yeah,
You didn't
those
have
things
access
didn't
to the
exist then.
internet.
Yeah.
Now you have a 2-year-old who can um
Control an
access the
iPad.
internet, like control the iPad. And the
Go to
worst thing now is
YouTube.
you have voice control. So they might not be able to spell something, but they can say it. So they press the thing on the keyboard. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I think I would have to gauge the times. And my friend, I'll tell you something that my friend did.
Yeah.
My friend, her child just turned 2, no, just turned 3. And since the child's been born, this girl has no access to phones, iPads, doesn't watch TV. When she comes over to my house, I already know the TV stays off. Even before they walk through the door, my TV's off. I
Mm.
put my phone and my iPad away. So I'm not also on my phone where her daughter can grab it. Her daughter can recite memory verses, guys, from when she was 2. Like she could, if you say,
Oh.
what's Isaiah 40 verse 1, she will tell you, right? But she's so switched on. Like she has proper conversations because they don't like just give you an iPad to shut you up and do whatever. But I'm just
To do
scared
other
because they have
things,
too
yeah.
much access to certain things.
Because even without the phone, there's school, there's friends who show them stuff. So it's all the same. But okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, hope you all had a good festive period. Let us know what you got up to. And that actually brings us to our unfiltered. And the question this week, because we're having a conversation earlier, and that made me think. And the question this week, and it was a festive period, so maybe it happened to you right now. So for our unfiltered this week, the question is this: what is the best and worst gift you've ever been given by anybody? So, and I think sometimes the worst gift become worse depending on who it came from and when it was given. Because it could be a genuinely like decent gift, but because that person didn't, meet certain expectations and the likes. So yeah. But Van, you're very into Christmassy season. It's your favorite season. Da, 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 da. How was Christmas? Did Santa come visit?
All right, this is a very sensitive topic for me.
Huh?
Hmm.
Christmas is a sensitive
Gifts.
topic.
I don't receive
Oh,
many gifts. Um,
oh.
so I tell you something, and I'm going to be honest about it. So if any of my friends are watching this and you feel some type of way, you should. So I am one of those people that people don't feel the need to do things for, and I'm gonna use a bad word. It pisses me off, right? Because people assume,
Mhm.
like, I'm a kind of person that doesn't get many gifts or get things done for them because people have this ridiculous assumption that I actually don't need it, or I can afford what they're going to give me, or I'm not fussed. So people don't go out of their way to
Mm.
do things for me. I have one friend in my life that is so intentional about gifting me, and they've been like that since we've met. That's the only person, and the person knows who they
Oh.
are. Now, I don't receive many gifts, so I just stopped asking. I stopped um assuming that I'm going to get gifted. So, for example, my birthday was
Mm.
obviously October last year. I didn't get a single birthday present. I don't want to even start. Why am I tearing up? I'm so anyway. Christmas came around. I didn't get a Christmas present from anybody. Um, but I give. But things I'm very intentional about people's birthdays, so I will always give. Now, gifts given is low on my love languages, but it's like low on my love languages list by default because I no longer expect gifts. So I'm like, you know what? If you gift me, I mean, for my
Mm.
30th, I did have a list of what I wanted. People went rogue and got me things I didn't want, and the things on my list weren't even expensive. They were just things I needed, and people went rogue and got me what, like, I got gifts on my birthday that I still haven't used because I didn't want those things. I don't need those things. I put on the list what I needed. Even if it was a 10
Yeah,
pound
there was a
book, I
list.
put it there. If it was a 15 pound, I don't know, face cream, I put it there. it's things I needed. There's a watch I put on my list that no one got me that I ended up getting myself because I was like, I need the watch. No one got me the
Mm.
watch. Okay, that's fine. So I don't get gifts. But I have a friend who is very intentional about gifting me. And this person gifts me things, but they never ask me because they follow our conversations enough to know exactly what I need. And they always get me something that I love without fail. In fact, this person, we'd have a long distance friendship. So I think I'm going to give it away. We have a long distance friendship. And this person brought my birthday gift from another country. And the birthday gift was
Mm.
so touching that I couldn't cry. I couldn't vocalize how I felt about it because it was the most thoughtful gifts I've ever gotten. And that's what I'm going to say. It's not the most expensive gift I've ever gotten, but it's the most thoughtful gift I ever got.
Ah.
And basically, this person got me a box. And this person got me a box and a frame. And the frame was my two favorite Bible verses in the frame. And at the top, it had my name and a
Mm.
love heart. And underneath, it had my Nigerian name with the meaning underneath that name. Most of my friends don't know my middle name. And I always ask as a joke just to see if they know it, and they don't know it. And every time they don't know it, I'll tell them and they'll forget. This person not only remembers my middle name, but the meaning of my middle name. And they put my two favorite Bible verses one above the other. Then in this box, they got me a
Mm.
customized water bottle because they want me to drink more water. Because this person assumes I don't drink enough water, even though I do. They got me a customized water bottle, got me a mirror because I don't know. I must have said I need a mirror in my bag. I need a mirror in my bag. I even bought a mirror in my bag that got delivered, smashed, so I couldn't use it. This person put a mirror in there, put a notepad
Oh.
in there because I'm a every start of the year I like to write down my dreams, my goals. I journal, I document stuff. This person got me that. Just this year, I had, for those who don't know, I had surgery. And this person had flowers delivered to my house morning of the day I got back home. Yeah? When I hit my first milestone post surgery, I had a cake delivered to my home. Right? Like, do you
Mm.
understand what I'm saying to you? In my whole life, this was the
Yeah.
first person who ever got me flowers, who ever got me balloons. Though these boots I've always loved. If you guys have ever seen Pretty Woman, those knee-high boots that Julia Roberts wore, this person got me those boots, right? Like, so
Oh.
when I'm telling you that they're very intentional about their gifts that till today I still use. I still remember everything this person got me. The worst gift I've ever got is nothing. And I will cast your minds back to 2015, dear family. 2015, I went ham on gifts because that year I was doing a placement, industrial placement. So I was getting paid. So I had money.
Mm.
So I went in for my family. I got everyone unwrapped more than one thing. Like, because I used to be a Christmas person. So under the tree was presents. What I didn't notice was I was the only person who purchased everything under the tree. So that Christmas, I was the only person who didn't have anything to unwrap. Yeah. And since then, I don't think I've gotten a Christmas present from my family.
Since
Yeah.
2015.
That's why I said it's a sensitive topic. So if you're my friend, maybe I have a few friends who have got me stuff for my birthday. There's one person, there's another person though that doesn't really get me stuff. But if I have a list, they will always get me something and they will try to get me what they know I want the most on that list. So it won't be the most expensive thing, but they will get me what they know I want the most on that list. That's another
Mm.
person. And we've been friends for years. So it's not like we would give, like, this person takes their birthday very seriously. So I always get them a gift. I always go away with them for their birthday, always have a dinner with them for their birthday because that's what they want. But people just assume it's Vanessa. Like people walk over me a lot. Like they just look at me and go, Vanessa won't mind, So
Nah, that's 2025. Call it out, fam.
um
2025 is the year of gospels. We
Oh,
call
I
it
have
that.
started saying things, and I had a conversation. I don't know. I'm rambling on, but I had a conversation very quickly with a friend of ours about our friendship that day where we met up. We had a very long conversation afterwards about expectations within friendships, and I feel like
Mm,
expectations. I used to be the person that if you're my friend, you should at least ask or know. Now I think I have to set those expectations about, you know what, as my friend,
yeah.
this is what I want from you, and this is what I want you to do for me. So that's my thing about gifts. Guys, I do like to be gifted. I just have put it in the back of my mind that I don't because I don't want to have an
Mm,
expectation and be disappointed. And please and please and please, if your friend has a birthday list, they have put things that they want. Don't go rogue and buy something that they are not going to use ever. Because if they wanted it, they would put it on the list. If it's
they would
not
have
there,
mentioned.
they don't
Yeah.
want it. Stop. Thank you.
I think that expectation, Ruth, in one of the sessions recently when we're speaking, I was saying how, you know, I expect certain people to behave and do this. And I was even like, yeah, then that person is not a nice person. And she was like, you are using your own values to judge people. And as she said, you have to talk about, behavioral expectations. And I was just like, so I'll tell someone how I expect them to behave. And it's like, yeah, you have to say this is, and the more we grow up, the more I'm just thinking, well, adults, you should be able to just say, no one is going to beat you. We're adults. You can just say, hey, I prefer if, we do things this way, and then just have a conversation. But on the topic of gifts, I am terrible at receiving gifts, and not the greatest at giving gifts. It's not like I won't give you something. Is I never know what to give you, so I need you to tell me. I need people to tell me like I would want this, I would like this, I, would prefer this, and it's not like I can't read in between the lines to be like, oh, we're speaking and this person. But the thing is, I overthink and I always do the extreme. There was one time a friend of mine in Belgium was like, she's learning how to play guitar. I I I was in uni and this person stayed in Belgium then. I bought a 200 or 300 pounds guitar, carried it to Belgium. I was like, here you go. And she's like, a bit overkill. Like, thank you, but like, why did you bring? Because I'm like, you said you're learning. I was thinking of giving you a gift, and this is what I could. So a lot of times when I think of gifts, it's never something I can afford for the person. So I'm not great at like small sentimental gifts. Although this Christmas I tried to be better. So one of my sisters really loves coffee. We went to
Christmas market.
the Christmas market. I saw these people doing coffee. I was like, okay, I bought a couple of bags, and she really loved it. She really loved it. I was like so chuffed when I was like, oh, okay, this she actually likes. Like, okay, this is not something she said she wants or put on a list, you know. So I was very happy. The other one likes waffle carts, which is this food place. They travel around the UK, and when we went to one of the stands, and I saw that they had merch, and I was like, "Oh, do you guys actually sell like what they were wearing?" And they're like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Got her one," because the way she was talking about loving this waffle cat people, and she's been following them for years. So I'm trying to do better with like those level of gifts without overthinking. Like, oh, this person once said they will love this. I'm now going to think of like buy a whole house, buy a whole. And the funny thing is, we were speaking about this earlier, right? When I say like I'm terrible at receiving gifts, if people ask me what do you want, I don't have an answer because I'm always more of like a need person. I have things I need. I don't usually bother to get things I want because I'm just like it's not the most
Mm.
important. And even my sisters used to struggle with getting me gifts because it's like they're like we never know what to get you because you just get yourself what you need. Which is because even like the things I asked for Christmas, keyboard and mouse, a dongle, those are things I need. It's later on I was like, oh my god, I don't have any perfumes. Oh my god, I don't have like I don't have shoes, clothes. Like I could have asked for those things. And then when people just by themselves buy me gifts, I never know how to react. I'm always like, thank you. And back of my mind, I'm thinking, do I need to reciprocate this? Do I need to do something? Do I need to, you know, like what like are you expecting something from me? Why are you giving me something? So I'm very terrible at like receiving gifts. But the weird thing is I can spend there are things I like that I wouldn't spend money on for myself, but I will spend on for other
That's my
people
most annoying
when
trait.
I'm buying them
And that's
gifts.
why I get annoyed because I can't, for some reason, rationalize spending certain amounts on myself. I'm much better now because I'm a perfume head. But so that one I don't spare, and I don't spare like my gadgets and stuff. I'll spend money on that. But for example, my uncle asked me to buy this perfume for him, and he's a big man. So like the perfume was like 300 something pounds. I would never spend that on myself. And my perfume I want to buy, if you guys know the Baccarat Rouge 540 Mason, Kurdistan, whatever, that perfume, I want it. And I can afford it. And I will not buy it for myself. If my mother says she wants that perfume, she will get it by this weekend. Is it not giving confusion?
You know what? I'll trick mom to ask you for it, and then you buy it, and then we'll be like, it's for you, but we know you never get it
Well, you've kind of
yourself.
ruined it now.
You never know.
Mm, okay.
You never know. But actually, no. Let's quickly sidetrack to this perfume thing. We'll come back about like gifting and receiving and all
Okay.
those type of things. Please, first of all, why are people spending so much money on perfumes? It finishes. It finishes. So I was trying to like I'm not really like a perfume person. We went to London once. We went into the Burberry shop, and the lady showed us a perfume called Mr. Indigo Burberry. Loved it. So it's something I've always asked for whenever it finishes, right? So, but it's not expensive, and because it's something I've always asked for,
What do you
I'm
consider not
not always like,
expensive?
hmm, wait. So I've not always looked at the price like that great. Not expensive is 100
Mm-hmm.
ml max because I've seen other prices now. Max 150.
That's not cheap.
Yeah, but there are people out here. No, 100 as in the
Yeah.
biggest bottle. Max, I just, before it used to be £100, but because after the research I did last night, I noticed that people are buying perfumes on average for 50 ml, paying 200 and something
Yeah.
pounds for 50 ml. AB, thank you for the tobacco vanille, Tom
Oh,
Ford,
that's a good
and
scent. That's a big boy
and
scent.
thank God you had discount at Nico Harvey, but that's why she had to gift me that because I was never going to spend my money to buy for 50 they're not even dashing me candle with it for 50 ml. People are paying 200 and something pounds for perfume.
Mm-hmm.
Why? And then I talked to my person who like really knows perfumes. And she's like, that's not expensive. I was like, and I when I was telling her the list that when I did my research, I ranked all the notes from the different perfumes I've used, analyzed the data, that said, okay, this is my scent. Now told ChatGPT to suggest perfumes for me. It was giving me all this 200 and something pound perfume, 300 and something pound perfume. And she was like, no, this, and I said, what is expensive to you? She said 800 and something pounds to 1,000.
Okay, no.
As per why? As per why? You can buy a automatic Swiss watch, Tissot, PRX for 600 and something pounds. And it will not finish. You can even give
Yeah,
it to your
I could spend that
grandkids.
on a watch, not on a perfume. I would have to if I spend that on a perfume, I would have
But
to smell
but
so nice that an Emirati prince would smell me all the way from UAE and come and marry me. Like my scent would call out to him.
but you want perfume that how much is your maison
Yeah,
something
that's like
something
300 or something.
de la
Like, but
something
that for
something?
me, like, it's
Oh,
not
okay.
bad. I feel like it's
It's
not
not
bad because
bad.
I tell you something. The thing about perfumes is, first of all, I will say I don't have a problem, but I like to smell nice, and I smell
That's
based off of my mood, right? So I was saying to be earlier that I have like two scents I love, which is they're not my most expensive, but they're my favorites. So I like the Gucci Guilty Intense, and I like the Tom Ford Black Orchid, the gold one. Yeah. Those two I just love. I smell delicious. And I my biggest compliment that I like is not like you're intelligent. It's like you smell nice. I love when, especially when it comes from strangers. I have a friend actually, she always
mm.
compliments my scent. So one time she came to my house, she said, I want to see your perfume collection. So I showed her, she was like, oh, because I like that I was in my,
Van, how many perfumes
why
do
you
you
put
own?
my business in the street?
No, how many? Because people like you will be having. You are the ones that we have racks. Do you see that girl that
Broke.
has something? Her
Good for her
perfume. Oh
because
my
I'm not
god, I
I'm not
felt so
bad like that.
bad.
I think that for me, I like the thing about me is I like longevity and I like um good scents. So for example, I have a range. So I love Arab perfumes as well. So like if you know like Latafa, they do really good perfumes. You have Nebras, you have Camera, you have um the musk
It's me
one,
not
like
knowing a
there's this one.
single
My
of
cheapest
these
perfume, guys,
brands.
is like a tenner, but it's called chocolate musk. See chocolate, yeah, chocolate musk, choco musk by Latafa. It smells like caramel chocolate. Me and my brothers finished that perfume together because that thing doesn't smell like it, like the price. Like it smells so delicious. Like
Mm.
you smell like like food you want to just eat anyway. Yeah. So I love that. But I have a range. So I like my Arab perfumes, but then Zara makes really good perfumes. I have like one, two, three, four, five, six, seven Zara, eight Zara fragrances. Used to be nine, one finished. So Zara makes really nice perfumes. So if you want recommendations, I have recommendations for you. Red Temptation is a classic. Rose Gourmand is a classic. Golden Decade is a classic. Actually, I have Golden Decade and I have YSL Black Opium. And Golden Decade is a dupe for YSL Black Opium. Guys, you can't tell the difference. I'm so sorry. One cost me like 70 something pound for like 30 ml or 50 or something. This one cost me like 15 quid to smell. It's the same thing, guys. Don't be lied to, it's the same. So I have a few perfumes and I have like the Zara dupes and I just layer them. So yeah, me, I like to smell nice because why do I want to smell like something that hasn't been, And guys, please, guys, can I segue? B, please, guys.
Mm, go
I
on.
know we all love perfumes. Perfumes aren't a substitute for showering and using deodorant.
Dead.
And for guys who like the oud, the musk, the woody scent, you just smell worse.
Rah.
You smell worse than you think. You just honestly showering, a good deodorant, small body spray is fine. Now, if you want to smell better, you can use perfume, but don't forget the basics. Please shower and moisturize,
Man said,
and
don't
the
forget
basics are so important.
the
And put Dior
basics.
Savage down. Put it down.
I always hear that name come
Uh-uh.
up.
One guy, sorry, one guy was I
No,
was like, oh, I just said, oh, you smell nice. And he was like, yeah, Dior Sauvage. I said, like we all don't know the smell. Like he just said, it's
dead.
Dior Sauvage. We know.
So what did you tell him he smells nice just to like
It was just a
compliment
compliment
him
because
and
it's a
stroke
nice
you?
smelling perfume, but every guy always feels some because
Oh,
it's a very
okay.
nice perfume, but it's been flocked to. It's the same thing with YSL Black Opium. I have it, but I don't wear it
Mm.
much, except I want to feel a bit, because it's winter. But it's been
Me
flocked. So use deodorant and shower,
I'm
please.
a soft I'm a soft guy. I don't use all the perfumes I've bought. There was no oud musk in there. soft guy. It was sweet, warm, spicy,
There's nothing wrong with
powdery,
that though, B.
vanilla,
Do you know that? Because
aromatic.
you
Yeah,
guys
no,
feel
me, I
like you must
like
use
all
foods
those
to kill our nostrils. It's okay. It's not
dead,
necessary.
all, all those like leather. Ooh, I'm just like,
Leather's nice.
yeah,
I like woody
doesn't
scents, but
doesn't
I
work
just
for
feel
me.
like there was where was I? I was at the airport.
Citrus, I like as well.
Yeah, for guys maybe yeah. I was at the airport, guys, and this guy smells so good. I was so tempted to go and say like, "What are you wearing?" And then remember when we went Christmas market
Mm.
and someone kept walking past us, and I kept turning. Who is that? That person smelled divine. That person smelled so good. So, yeah, maybe 2025. Don't I mean me? I like scents, so I buy them. But I've stopped buying perfumes now. I've stopped. Like I'm not buying anymore. I've just said, you know what? I'm gonna use what I have, and then when they run out, I will just use. I'll just top up the ones that I really want to keep. So like my
Keep
Givenchy,
okay.
Interdit Rouge. I like my Gucci Guilty has my heart. That intense one. YSL Libre, that one I love. And then for my Arab ones, I would just keep Nebras, Camera, and Choco Musk. Those three have my heart. Everything else is maybe one or two Zara ones, and that's it. I would refill. Everything else, we need to de-influence, guys. We have too many things. We have too much. We have things we don't need.
Mm.
Let's focus on the basics. Buy toothpaste, buy deodorant, buy
Please,
wet tissue wipes. What?
please.
Let's focus. Honestly, guys,
What is buy
buy
toothpaste?
toothpaste, buy interdental brushes. Do the basics. Honestly, you
Oh,
would. There's days I've forgotten to wear perfume, and I didn't feel self conscious the whole day because I
mm.
did the basics. So please,
Oh. The the one I really want to try after I did my research and notes ranking and now asked for
yeah,
suggestions. There's one that came up. I think it's pronounced Amouage or
that's the one I bought my
Amouage.
uncle. B, that's not a small man perfume. Three
Fam,
hundred
that's
and
the one I'm
fifty pounds. Do
shouting
you know
that
how bad that it was? I could
for.
not find this thing in any regular store. There were two stores that sold it, that carried it, and they've sold out in Fenwick. The other store was Selfridges, and I was going to order it, but it wouldn't come in time. I had to order this thing on my way tonight. I had to order it on the flight, and then they delivered it to me on my plane seat from the airline store.
Oh,
Yeah, that is a big map. You know, B, that perfume, I promise you,
that's that's.
if you wear it, you will get
I think it's
contracts
called
because people will be like, I'm telling you, because you have to smell like you, like they said, like dress as you want to be addressed. Smell like you want to be addressed. You will
This.
turn heads enough so people just go,
Yeah, it's called Reflection Man. That's the one.
Ye- oh,
Reflection
I think
Man.
this one is the original anyway. But that Amage, like Amage, it goes for like 350 up. That perfume.
Yeah, that's the one I'm saying. The 50 ml was
Yeah,
230. I was like,
yeah,
Abba,
yeah. Because he specified
Abba.
he wanted 100 mil. And I told my mom. My mom said,
Yeah,
"Eh,"
that's what I'm
because my
saying.
mom's brother. It's like, I said, "But that's what he wants." And that's the thing about me. If someone tells me in their heart that they want something, I will buy it.
Me, I don't even know if I can ask for it because it's not something I would spend my money.
Maybe
So
for your
going
wedding,
back
I'll buy
about
it for you
gifting,
as a gift.
going back to gifting, right? Oh, mm.
You're so annoying.
But yeah. So going back to the gifting thing, that's the thing. I don't see. I don't know why, and I don't know where it comes from. Where I don't see how I can't spend it on myself. But
It's trauma,
and it's
B.
even the same thing with clothes. Like I
It
beg
is
everything kind of
trauma.
retro. Like I love Kit. I like the brand Kit.
Key.
Um, yeah, it's an American brand. It's like streetwear but like
Okay.
high end. Yeah, you see this undershirt.
Mm-hmm.
They did a pack of three. Someone bought it for 60 something pounds for undershirt that I can buy in Primark for. And I know people are about to say like I can't lie, the quality is great. I can't even lie. Like when I wear it, I've washed it a couple of times. Does not feel or look different. Quality A1. So I know before anybody come and tell me like, boy, it's the quality, it's the longevity. But I'm just like, fam. So I don't know how to spend that on myself. Like it just feels weird me. But again, I would do it like I bought my sister a Swiss automatic watch, 600 and something pounds for
Hmm.
her masters. I love watches. I was talking with like my friends who are also into like long pieces that will last you a long time, even in clothing. And one was saying, like, so you're telling me even when you're making money, you will not buy a watch for 20K. Please, you're telling me I will spend 10 to 20K on a watch. I know wrong. I have screenshots on my phone about watches that I liked the look of. They were all YWC watches. But it lets me know like the aesthetically, like this is what I like.
Yeah.
But will I ever spend
Do you know what, B?
5K,
I think
10K
it's one of those
on a
things
watch?
where, and I was saying to a friend of mine, like, this is why, and once again in 2025, come closer, come closer. We are not living above our means. Yeah.
Do you
Because this is what I
get
say, yeah. I'm a very basic girl. Please don't take that as I don't like nice things or I don't want you to buy me nice things. Don't get it twisted. What I'm saying is I splurge on the things that have high value. So for example, my skincare,
mm,
I don't skimp because I don't wear much makeup. And so this is what you're gonna see 97% of the time. This is what's gonna last me till God calls me home. So I need to take care of my skin, right? But I also like nice things. I'm a handbag person, so I like nice bags. I like nice handbags. But
mm.
I always say to people that when it comes to luxury items, when it comes to luxury items, you have to be very careful of um how you spend your money. I'll give you an example. So I have the Michael Kors bag for like £295, maybe 300. Let's just say £300 bag. Yeah, that's probably my most expensive handbag. So I have like maybe two, maximum three handbags in that price range, maximum, if I'm counting right. That's my most expensive handbag. When you see someone carry a Chanel, a classic Chanel goes for like 12 grand, yeah? That's maybe their cheapest handbag. That's maybe their mango,
A version of
their
oh,
version of a mango bag
hey.
because they have one or two Birkins and they have like five lubes. Yeah. You now go and carry your 3, 4, 5K credit card, max that out, spend 6 months worth of savings to go carry a bag that someone uses as a. You have to realize what is 12K to you is £100 to that person. So you have to look at it
Mm.
relative. I'm sorry, dear man and woman, if you have a finance spreadsheet and you don't own a home, Chanel did not make that bag for you. That bag was not, you're not their target market. Because when you go into those shops and they
Is
look at you funny, they're not discriminating against your skin tone. They're like, you know what? You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here because if you were going into Chanel, you would know that most of them have appointments. You're just walking in. They tell you, bring this back, let me select. So when you're buying a watch, for example, ask yourself, did they make that watch for you? If you're buying it as an investment piece, I understand.
I don't
But my thing is, I'll tell you why I'm saying this, B, because we're getting to a point now where someone like me, average Joe Vanessa, yeah, maybe has a Chanel. And people think she has a regular 9 to 5, maybe a side business here, but she has a regular 9 to 5. She can afford a Chanel. I now feel bad that I can't afford a Chanel. Am I spending wrong? When Vanessa's gone above her means to secure that bag. So I am living a
yeah, but
false
also
lifestyle and by default making people feel as though they
I
can't, match up to that.
I don't know because on one end I get what you're trying to say, but on the other end I'm just like you should be able to obviously don't get in debt, but you should be able to go into those places to just have a look to know what it's gonna be like. You should buy your first watch, you know. But to be honest, I hear what you're saying because when I wanted to get into watches, the first watch I bought was a rotary on sale. It was 200 and something. They put it down to £80. Then when I bought my Tissot, it was 300 and something. They put it down to 200
You
and
know you're supposed to get me that for my
something.
birthday.
You know, yeah, I'll buy you your Tissot one day.
One day, but that's the
That's
thing
no
about me. If
problem.
I want something and I ask for it, and within 6 months I don't have it, I get it for myself. And that's why when my Ninja
Ah,
blender and air fryer came in the post, everyone in my family was dead quiet because that was what I wanted for my birthday, and I wanted them to pull money together and get it for me. They didn't get it for me. I got it for myself, and now everyone's looking at me funny.
okay. Your birthday is in
I don't
October.
want. I don't want.
It's not
It's
up to
fine. It's
you.
past. Please, let's look to the future.
It might not. It might not even be a Tissot. I watch Abby. There we go. You don't need to know which watch.
Don't get me something I already have. See, that's why I have to ask questions. Anyway, sorry, I interrupted you. Please carry on about your Tissot.
No, but I'm just saying, like you can go into those places, but like you said, to some extent, do it in moderation. Do it according to what you're earning. Don't.
No,
But also
why?
at
Why
this
do you
age,
want it?
at
Ask
this day, and
yourself. Ask yourself why you want
no,
it
like
though.
why not? I understand what because I was gonna say at this age you shouldn't be buying things because other people have. Like
But
we've gone past
those
that
are the people I'm
that
talking to. B.
stage.
I'm not talking to people. I'm not talking to
Oh,
people who
okay.
want. Like for example, I can want a nice thing and by default save towards it or have it gifted. Because some of the things you see people own as well are gifted. They didn't necessarily buy it. But I'm talking to you guys who have this mentality of if she can, so can I. If he can, so can I. But in a negative way, not
Mm,
like you're motivated. It's almost like why can't I buy? I know people who have gotten into debt trying to keep keep up with the Joneses. Like
to
it's
keep up with
so
things, yeah.
pathetic. Like grow up. You don't have to have but even Birkins, don't they have like waiting list for that? You don't need to go and buy the most expensive thing. And guys, normalize. We're talking about goals for 2025, right? Come closer. Let me give you another tip. Normalize buying refurbished tech. Normalize buying things. Is it pre-loved? Normalize buying things at outlet malls. You don't have to buy something at the full price to feel like, oh, you're able to afford it. Yes, you can wait for Black Friday. Yes, you
Mm,
can wait for the summer sale. Yes, you can go to House of Fraser or Debenhams or whatever to get that item at a discounted price. Yes, you can go to what's this place called now? This outlet mall where people go. Bista Village. Yeah, you can go to Bista Village to get your Kate Spade at maybe 20% off. You don't have to stretch your purse beyond just because you're trying to justify that at least I didn't get mine on sale. You're too grown for that. Please, like buy things like for example, me, I like my body oils, cocoa butter body oil from Vaseline. That thing is like £8-9 for like 200 mils. However, I like it. So where Superdrug is doing a sale, I buy like 4 bottles
the
or 5 and I keep it in my house, right? Because I want to save money, but I don't want to look crusty. Okay. So it's those little things. You don't have to break the bank. Me, I buy Zara perfumes and I buy Givenchy. It's how I want to smell. But I'm now not going to take my credit card and go and max out my card and buy a £350 fragrance because TikTok told me that that's what the girlies are doing. Sis, bro, you're grown. You're grown. And it's 2025. In
uh,
2025, we're buying stocks. Please, we're saving up for
say
mortgages.
we're buying
We are not
stocks.
going to go buy a Range Rover we can't afford. Can everyone stop buying Mercs? You don't have Mercedes
I can't
money.
lie.
Put it down.
I can't lie. I can't lie. This year, I will definitely be getting a car. I won't mind a nice
Can you afford a
Mercedes,
Mercedes?
Yeah,
Then
amen. I
buy it.
can.
If you can't afford it, if you're having to pay £500 a month for the next 5 years of your life, you can't afford that car. Put it down. Buy what you can afford, and that money you want to put on that Mercedes, put it into stocks, and then in 3 years, go pick up a Mercedes off the lot, cash down. That's how you do it, please.
Amen.
Last year, when I was
Amen.
putting my £100 here, £200 here
Amen.
in my stocks, I opened in December 2024 and I said, God, thank you for wisdom. Because now I can now take that money and go and
Van,
do something
you wanna
sensible.
dash us?
Pardon?
on the dash us, just drop like just drop small for our
I don't
hands.
speak English, please.
Maybe uh, tu parles français?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
No, spreek je
Mm-mm.
Nederlands?
Mm-mm.
Nee,
Mm-mm.
no, nothing.
I don't speak any. Thank you.
So, boy, Yoruba.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So you know if you just drop small 5K for your guy and or when I know in
Ah,
Nigeria, I
I
mean
can
drop
give you
like small
5,000 naira.
small
I can give you
hundred.
5,000 naira. But guys, take your
You
money,
know,
go buy land. Take your money, save. That driving test you've been
it's a
putting
go buy
off.
land.
Put money together and go and pay for driving lessons. That Python course you want to do, take your money and go and buy that. Go buy things that's actually going to generate you wealth so you can actually. Because I was saying to my mom, yeah, at the airport, you know how people want to get money so they can live lavish lifestyles and buy big cars. That's actually not my driver. Those are nice, but you know what my driver is? My driver is comfort. Guys, I love comfort. So I'm the kind of person that if a coach is £20, coach ticket is £20, and it takes 4 hours, and the train ticket will take 1 hour, but it's £60 or £80, I will take the train. Right? So I like comfort. I would happily put
To
my
be
car
honest,
down
that
and Uber
that is
around because I can do other stuff. It's more convenient for me. So I want comfort. I want to go to the airport and upgrade to business class because I don't want to queue, because I don't want to carry my bags, because I want lounge access. That's why I'm having money so I can go. I'm stressed. I can go on holiday with my husband and my kids. If I leave the kids will work. They'll go on holiday later with me and my husband and not count pennies. That is my dream. So all this, I want to flex on my haters
no.
with a
To be honest,
Mercedes.
I've
I don't even enjoy driving. That car
some
just sits there. Like I just drive to the gym, drive to the shop, and maybe drive to my friend's house. That's it. I don't. So why would I go jump 30K on a car when I can use that money and put on the deposit for a house, or buy land, or buy stocks, or pay off my mom's debt, or put money towards my brother's driving lessons? Can we behave?
no. That's
Like,
what, no. Something I will always pay for is
oh,
comfort. That's
comfort
what
is
like
beautiful.
as much comfort that my wallet can
Mm-hmm.
afford. I will always pay for. Like something I even do, which it sounds very little, but um the hotels I stay in Nigeria is not like posh or anything. But the fact that I have someone who works with that branch that I can message before and I say, hey, flying in social date, can you find us a room in, this particular area? And just because okay, confirmed, booked, da 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 da. Da. I would rather do that and give that person like a tip than go and now go on booking.com. I'm not
Mm,
like that's long. So even like that type of level of not having to stress myself, those are things like I would gladly and see that I don't even know what to like. I don't know how much I can pay for. Like I said, as much as my money can afford. Because as much as I would love to fly first class one day, those ticket prices don't make sense as well. So I love comfort, but
yeah, business is
I
fine,
don't
but
know.
that's the thing that you need to. And that's why I ask people, like, what is your why? When I was at the airport, and I'll tell you what. So we flew Dublin, we flew Ryanair, but we flew priority. And there's not like there's not really difference between like priority in terms of where you sit. It's just the comfort of boarding first and having more luggage allowance, right?
Yeah, and having more
So
space.
so we
Yeah, yeah.
boarded first, and I was at when we were queuing, our flight was delayed, so we were queuing, but we're still at the gate. And I said to my mom, I said, this is why I work so hard, because I want to be able to have the option of having lounge access and flying business class on a different airline. I mean, to be honest, there was no other airline that was going to Dublin except Aer Lingus and Ryanair, so I didn't really have much choice. But at that airport, you could still have lounge access even if you're flying in like a commercial, normal airline. And
Yeah.
I'm like, this is what I mean by comfort. So when we got there, for example, we got a taxi. My aunt lives in Tullamore, so we got a taxi from Dublin to Tullamore. My aunt was like, "That's expensive." I said, "I don't care. The coach will take me 2 hours, and then I have to get a taxi from the coach station to your house. I am going to go. I want to go door to
Mm.
door." So you see, that taxi is gonna pick me up from the airport
Mm-mm.
and drop me in front of your house. That's why I work hard. I
Big
don't
boy
want to
things.
stress my
Big
life.
babe
I
things.
will pay for that.
High
Leave me
profile.
alone. But this is what I'm saying. So that's my why. Your why is you want to flex on your father's family to tell them that you made it in life. No, no,
Dead.
please.
There's no need to flex or village people. But anyway, as we
Oh,
round
picking
up,
up on AJ. Oh,
what yeah. What is something, what is like one thing you want to do in 2025? Like one thing that you just be like, when this happens, I'll just be like, yeah.
can I say two? Because one is not even an achievement, it's just a desire, right? So the
Okay.
desire I have is to be closer to God on a different dimension. Like really, like
Mm.
I mean, I bought like a 365 devotional this year. Like I'm gonna do it every day. Like I actually like bought a physical copy with my Bible and I do it every day. I started the year right. I mean, it's only like whenever, but I started the year right with that. So my relationship with God, I really want to like zone in on that because I feel like last year life, my relationship with God was fine, but you know, there's a realm you want to get to where you're like, me and God are, that's one. And
Yeah.
but in terms of like actual goals this year, I think fitness is my big one. I was really in my fitness bag last
Oh.
year. I remember when I went in for my surgery, even the nurse was like, "You've lost a lot of weight." In fact, when I went to Ireland, that's all they could say because everyone that saw me hadn't seen me on since 2022, and they were like, "Ah, Vanessa, you look." I said,
Mm.
"I try." But this year I really want to be in my fitness, like my fitness bag, like go to the gym. I'm already in my gym wear, so from this I'm going straight to the gym. Um, and
No,
yeah,
come.
so I just want to be in my fitness bag, and it's just not just the gym. I'm talking about like the what I eat, my walking, my cardiovascular health. Obviously, I strength train. I love to strength train, but I want to look as good as I feel because inside
Mm.
I feel much better. Like when you eat the right things and you exercise, your body can tell, right? But I also want like my outward appearance in terms of like waist snatch, glutes, gluten, arms. Like my arms, I'm working on my arms, working on my thighs, glutes. Want to look snatched, pum pum. So yeah, that's
Nice,
my
nice, nice.
that's my goal. Fitness, God and fitness, faith and fitness. That's actually my thing for the year. Faith, fitness. How about you, B?
Mm. Um, so one thing I definitely want to do is finally launch, like, physical sell some Shadek clothing line
Nice.
stuff.
If you're looking for models,
So that's, yeah,
I
we're
I
down, we're
nominate
down. So
myself
that's
as
something
tribute to.
I definitely want to do. Then on the other end, I want to hold down a morning routine. My routines don't last me more than a month.
What do you mean?
I actually want to have like a
Or like
disciplined
wake up,
routine.
read your
So
Bible,
for me,
pray, clean, shower. Okay.
yeah, for me for me the idea would be like wake up, prayer, like actual tangible like time in prayer. Like we're talking like 30 minutes
Mm-mm.
and above. Like
And we pray, and we
um
pray.
I beg not sing that song. We are not doing God's strongest army this year. We are not doing that. I will pray, I will pray. But in the words of Dawson, I will just enter the realm of the spirit. Let the spirit be praying on my behalf. Thank you.
Amen.
And then yeah, just have like a proper routine. So wake up, pray, sit down, check emails, do quadridum, do advanced style, then switch to my main work desk. Like that would be like a nice consistent, because I did it a couple of months last year, and those days were actually like productive, because when you start your day with doing things, by the time you get to work, you're up and running, like so like that 6 to 9 a.m. I just want it to be like a good way to start the day.
I'll keep you
So
accountable. Don't
yeah.
worry. Since you told me, I'll be like, B,
Yeah.
how's it going? But please keep me accountable as well, because
Thank
that
you.
gym I must enter 4 days a week. They've upped my membership.
For me, I've
I've
not
done it
entered.
before, and I know I can do it. It's just about consistency. Like,
You should be keeping me accountable for gym. Me, I'm paid them £12 every month, and I'm not going.
mm, mm.
So I mean, because to be honest, if I went to the gym, oh,
And guys
it
get
is
toned
well.
easier. For me to lose, I lost how much? Guys, I worked hard. And I wasn't even starving myself or anything, which is good. I was just eating right and working out. But it took me
Mm,
ages. But you see, my brother can hit the gym. My brother can go without the gym 6 months. This boy, hmm, just look decent. 2 weeks he hits the gym. You just see the arms, the abs. I mean, I'm just here on the treadmill, doing my 12 incline,
dead.
lifting weights. 1 kg after 2 months, sir. And I'm not eating the most. I'm not even, it's just, my metabolism is just, but this got, once you
Mm,
hit the gym for a month, you'll be seeing triceps. I don't know if I can see my triceps. You can't see it. You see triceps.
dead.
You see that V thing that those guys used to be flexing on the gram. Stop it.
What I actually really want is biceps, a bit of upper chest. I think would
Yeah,
be
just do
nice.
shoulder presses.
Um, Actually, it's just those two, and
You
I'll
don't
like a
want
nice
glutes.
back. No, I'm okay. Thank you. I like glutes on anyway. Media
You
training.
like glutes on
I
women. There's
almost
nothing,
ruined my first
there's nothing wrong with saying you like
day.
bum.
Media training. Thank
Media
you.
training, media training.
Not do you know, do you not say how well I did
You
today?
didn't. You didn't.
Did I say anything on him
Media
today?
training isn't about saying anything unhinged. Media training is about not divulging personal information beyond what the audience needs to know.
And when did I do that?
One of the previous episodes, you're going to say you were off for a month. And then you're like, oh, no, media training. And then you said it today that you were off from the 6th of December and you were
Yeah,
working.
because it has
You've mentioned
happened.
all your company names. You've mentioned what you got your sister, exactly how much it was. You've mentioned which sister you got it for, even though she's not on the pod.
No, I didn't say which
You
sister.
did eventually.
It's
So now you
it
can't say you
is
like
well.
bomb. Please.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're starting light.
Oh, this was light.
It's the new year,
Okay.
Like I said, so let us know best gift you received, was
What was
gift,
the
how
worst
much would
gift
you
you received?
spend
You
on
never said.
perfumes? I don't That's the thing. Because it's so rare that people get me stuff because they never know what to get me, so they only get me what I asked for. So the gifts have always been decent. But it's just rare
This year, let's
that
get our
people
friends
get me stuff.
gifts. Don't assume they don't want things
Yeah,
and ask
yeah.
them what they want. Just ask your friends, you know what? What you doing at the moment? Is there a course you want to do? You need money towards a course? Do you need your
Mm,
favorite perfume running out? Can I top it up for you? Don't even wait till their birthdays. Those are the best gifts. So you know that someone is thinking of you so much that they're not waiting for a life milestone to get you stuff. They just want to gift you. Those are the best gifts. Take your friend out. Order them Uber Eats on a Friday night. Do the little things, guys. Please. It's 2025. If it's your boyfriend now, you're going to spend 2K. Your friends, they're starving. I'm not talking to
dead.
anyone, please, but I'm just saying. Take us out, B.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening. Welcome back. Be sure to like, follow, share, subscribe, all those good stuff, and engage with us on socials as well. And have a blessed year ahead,
Yeah, let's
guys.
go. 2025.
2024, yay!
Yeah,
2025.
that's what I said.
You said
No, I said
2024.
2025. Ouvre
Oh,
des
okay.
oreilles.
Oh, now
Bye.
you
Bye,
speak
guys.
French. Bye, guys.